Boo! Jump scare. Woo! It's almost Halloween. It is our favorite time of year. This is our holiday. At least like for me and my little family. We it's I can This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween, Halloween. Okay. I'm feeling that energy. I'm really trying to tap into it, guys, this year because, oh my God, last week was fucking nuts. Let's get into it. You guys, if you don't know me, my name is Sarah Martucci. I'm a psychic medium, certified crystal healer, paranormal investigator. Guys, I'm a witchy fucking weirdo. I'm just trying to live out here, be myself, do strange shit, be in love with Sasquatch, eat Slim Jims. Okay. All the mac and cheese, hard on the cheese. Hard on the cheese, as much as I humanly can. If you guys don't know me, you've never been here before. Again, my name is Sarah Martucci. Some of my nicknames are the Cuss Mouth Angel, the Tarantino of Tarot, minus the weird fetishes, okay? Not trying to judge, I'm just saying, okay? On top of the Duchess of Donuts. So hopefully you know what the hell you're getting into here. I cuss, I talk shit. And this is also where I pull 3 piles of cards. But first, I talk on a little something I call Astrofuckery. And we just kind of talk about like the energy going on up in the ethereal space up above, if you will, out in the universe. How the fuck that's affecting us. How can we use this energy to make it work for us? It's got to make sense. It's got to fucking make sense, since none of this other bullshit does. So this is my attempt to try to make sense of the chaos and fuckery happening around us. How can we channel this in a way that best helps ourselves, maybe also too helps the people around us, or at the very least just makes us more aware and conscious. God bless. Yes, me too. I'd like to disassociate through everything as well. But babes, as of today, Tuesday, I know I'm getting to this late too. Usually I do this on Monday. Forgive me, guys. My schedule this week is bonkers. But Tuesday, it's Scorpio season, babes. It's Scorpio season. So it's time to go deep. I know when it hits Scorpio season, like, we're a fart away from Halloween. And yes, I can smell it. Okay. I also live by some cow pastures too, so it might just be that as well. What ups? You guys, all right, welcome. So let's talk about this week. I kind of just want to go over, hey, Biggie. Have you guys seen my cat, Biggie? He doesn't usually come around. Say hi, Biggie. You say hi? Hi, Bubba. Not to me, everybody else. All right, there's my black cat for Halloween. His name's Bagheera, but we call him Piggy because he eats everything because he's a maniac. Anyways, okay, so this week, y'all, I want to talk about just last week, how that was for you guys with that full moon in Aries, because it was insane. It couldn't have just been insane for me. Like, I know it had to be insane for other people. Well, because of the readings I was doing, just talking to people and driving in general, just trying to be out in public. People were pretty aggressive last week. It was really difficult. There was a lot of sudden endings, like coming the fuck out of left field, like things I weren't even on my 2024 bingo card or radar. Do you know what I mean? So I just want to check in with you guys last week. How are you dealing? Did you guys have sudden endings and maybe even new beginnings here? Or how are you guys feeling amidst all that chaos and all that insanity? You know, like it can be really destabilizing, even if it was something beautiful that happened to you, because it just kind of throws everything up in the air. And then, you know, at that full moon in Aries, like, how do we take action around it? So have you taken action around the things that have, you know, closed here, or the new beginnings? And so we've got like this next 2 weeks. Yes, Biggie, I know, Bobby. We got these next 2 weeks until, well, it's more like a week and a half, like maybe like a week and a couple days. Next week, we've got a new moon in Scorpio. So we get this new beginning here. It's going to be really good, guys. But again, you know, whenever we hit into Scorpio season, this is for going deeper. This is going for more powerfully. I think going into our personal power. For me, that's what Scorpio is. This is moving past some of like, if we think about some of the symbology of Scorpio, you know, one of the higher octaves here is like the phoenix, the eagle. But like at the base here beginning, like where they work from is like the scorpion, the snake. Do you know what I mean? Like these earthbound creatures that are all of a sudden able to take flight whenever they have this transformation. So this is the sign of death, birth, and rebirth, babe. This is transformation season. Okay. Also, too, another thing I've been experiencing, I'm wondering if you guys are too. I've been going through a rough patch lately, guys, like depression wise. I know for me personally, especially since I have a Cancer moon, send help, geez. I know that that's where it's meant to be. Like, it's a good placement. Okay. But emotionally speaking, Jesus Christ. Sometimes I feel it all and I don't fucking want to, okay? But I know whenever I go into these water seasons, there's going to be some deeper energy here. There's probably going to be some shedding of tears, dealing with, our emotions here, and especially in the season of death, birth, and rebirth. Like, babe, what are you ready to let go of and, like, be transformed? Or to transform something. Either this is in your fingertips or it's asking it from you to let something fucking go here. And listen, whenever we deal with Scorpio, the sign is the most current understanding is ruled by Pluto, okay? But the old ruler here is Mars. So they technically have two rulers. They have Mars and Pluto. Woo! If you guys if you guys know anything about Mars and Pluto, hot damn summer in the city, let's just fighting and fucking around the world. I mean, tell me I'm wrong. Have you met a Scorpio? Okay. Listen, they're actually one of my favorite signs. I love Scorpios because they know how to go to those steps. They know how to deal with feelings. They also, too, feel it all. I don't care what they're saying to you. I know some of them are like, shut the fuck up, Sarah. Don't tell my fucking secrets. Fair. Okay. Another Scorpio trait here. So I think that there's maybe secrets coming to light this season, maybe even stuff that we've kept, secret from ourselves. Also, too, I find this season, especially with Pluto in the mix, Pluto's ruling this season, maybe we're going to be dealing with our obsessions, maybe our hedonism, maybe the ways in which we go overboard. And so how do we pull back here, understand our own patterns? Again, putting something to a stop here so that we can be reborn, maybe growing up here in some way, shape, or form, letting go of the old. And so how the fuck do we process that? Are we even ready? And so what's coming up now, it's going to ask us to go deeper, emotionally speaking. I think, even though I know Scorpio is a water sign, to me, it's more like lava. Okay. You still got the water flow-ish. You know what I mean? So you got the energy flow there is what I'm saying. But yeah, like Scorpio season is deep. It's transformative. It's powerful. It takes you down to bone, babe. And it requires some marrow too. But I think the beautiful thing in Pluto / Mars season is that we get this chance to maybe also fight for what the fuck we love and to put in the energy. Our transformation almost becomes, this vehicle in which we can, get back out into the world or take action or feel like we can, have control over something here. But especially with Mars in the mix, like, this is going out. This is taking care of our passions. This is facing our passions. This is using our passions in a way that allow us to be creative in whatever sense or whatever way spirit is trying to channel through us. That could be a bricklayer. That could be a plumber. That could be a psychic medium. That could be somebody farting the national anthem. Okay. Spirit chooses whatever the fuck they choose, babe. You're just the vessel. All right. So do what the fuck you're meant to be here and do. And are you ready to transform so that you can step into your power here? I think Scorpio season asks that as well. So from last week, what endings and new beginnings did we have that were insanely abrupt, but definitely affected us, maybe even helped us to grow or take a power position here within our own life? And then this week, I think is just kind of asking us, especially with the beginning of Scorpio season here, are we ready to let go of something and transform? We've just been doing so much of that. We've been doing so much of that, especially with these eclipses coming up too. Ending of that one chapter and the beginning of the new one with Virgo and Pisces. We ended that Aries Libra axis, okay? So yeah, guys, this season's going to be buck wild. All right? Hold on to your tutor and cooter, babe. But again, don't be afraid to face whatever needs transformed, whatever needs let go, whatever needs this death and rebirth. Don't be afraid to face your grief. Especially if you have a lot of anger right now, please know the core of that is fucking grief, babe. And so what the fuck do we need to grieve? And are we ready to let go? So if you're like me right now and you feel like, this is kind of like, it's hard whenever the, water seasons come around and you find that, it really makes you just go deep. I really thought I identify as part mermaid. Okay? Like, going to the depths is what I do, babe. But I swear to God, these water seasons, they're like, that's cute. Let's go deeper. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm just saying to you guys, don't be afraid of those depths. It just makes you a deeper, more loving, more kind, more compassionate. I think if you choose that path, okay, it's a choice. It really fucking is. Some people, their pain or whatever here they have to let go of, or their anguish, it consumes them and they make different choices. I would like to be conscious about my choices, and I would like this to make me softer and kinder and more available and more open, not only for other people, but most importantly for my fucking self. Amen. All right, you guys. I love you. I hope you're doing okay out there. If you are having like a rough time, especially with depression, if you have that cycle or you notice there's a cycle coming up, go get that help and support, baby. Oh, okay? None of us are above help and support. All right? So go get your therapy. Go talk to somebody. You don't have to do this all by yourself. Guess what else Scorpio is known for? You're right. Trying to do everything by themselves emotionally. Oh, darling. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. Scorpio does that for a reason. We could take 14 years to get into it, okay? There's a whole past here. There's a reason why they're guarded and secretive and protective. There's a reason. And I think the biggest thing for them is to let people in, to be vulnerable, to speak on those things that they'd rather take to the grave, right? So, in sharing with you guys that I'm going through a difficult time, I hope that you feel like it's safe to open up to yourself and realize that everybody goes through this too. You're not alone. Please don't be afraid to ask for help. You are loved, you are seen, and baby, we can't do this without you. You fucking hear me? Okay. All right, I'll see you guys in the next screen. I'm gonna pull 3 piles of cards, choose any and all that you're drawn towards. Talk to you guys in a hot minute. Hi, card pile number 1. I leave my hair alone for 1 minute. She goes absolutely fucking rogue. I mean, I can't lie. I do too. If you leave me alone for 1 second, I start going rogue too. So I really shouldn't be mad at my hair. She is who she is, right? Accept her. I gotta accept myself. All right, listen, guys. I just pulled 2 cards this week. Bear with me. I'm limited on time. All right, but you're still gonna get the message. You best believe that shit. All right, you guys, card pile number 1. Not too shabby this week. It's definitely interesting. There's a couple messages going on with this. Your first card you guys got is the Knight of Coins. Look at that stable little fool. And then you guys got the 7 of Wands. I know, I just said it was okay. Just hold on, okay? Just hold on. All right, let's fucking talk about it. So listen, whenever the Knight of Coins, Knights, Kings, Queens, Pages, all these fuckers show up, this is going to be a people-y week, babe. We're dealing with people here. Either that or there's some kind of energy that we got to take on. It's important. So with the Knight of Coins here, and especially with coins showing up, this is going to talk about earth energy. It's really going to be asking us, what are we building? That's what I find with that suit. Listen, if you find something different, God bless. But if you came here to listen to me, there's that. Okay. So with the Knight of Coins, I would say here, you know, it's really kind of asking us again, there might be a message here with the Knights and Pages whenever they show up. Somebody's either bringing in an offer. I feel like this might be an offer this week. If you guys notice, also too, I don't think this is a new offer, and we'll get to that in a minute. With the Knight of Coins, he's facing towards the right, which talks about the past for me personally, again, the way that I read. Okay. So there's a feeling here with the Knight of Coins that there's some kind of offer from the past, or an offer coming back around, or something that somebody's been thinking on, like from the past, and they've thought about this a long fucking time, and they're bringing it towards you now, okay? Now, with the Knight of Coins, again, this is earth element. This moves the fucking slowest. So I'm looking at these themes, even though it doesn't really have a date here, it's going to talk about some serious time. So with the Knight of Coins, this is going to talk about responsibility. This is going to talk about stability. This is going to talk about us really getting down to the nitty gritty of what's important here, and how are we, it's almost like going to the past and making sure, are we building the foundation right? Are we invested in the right things? Are we being responsible around our money, our wealth, our family, our career, all these things that we talk about, right? And so it's asking us, what is your responsibility in this? Either somebody is going to be bringing a message, possibly here with the Knight. Traditionally, this talks about males. It doesn't have to be, okay? But traditionally it talks about males, so we're just going to say it. And then with coins here, I'm looking at, like, since it moves the slowest, I'm looking at maybe months to years, okay? So this might be somebody that we have known for a very long time. Now, also too, with the Knight of Coins, it's more the energy we got to take on again. Like, what the fuck is our responsibility here? We need to make sure that we're here and present in this moment. Maybe he's not stuck in the past, or if we are going to the past, what do we learn from that so that we can better invest now? There's that. Also, too, with the Knight of Coins, not only could somebody be bringing you an offer or a message, but we might also be dealing with the younger males. Usually this is someone our age or younger showing up on the scene. Traditionally, Knights and Pages for me feel like kids and like teenagers up into the 20s, like 25 maybe here. So with the Knight of Coins again, Knight of Coins, I just feel like there's going to be themes of responsibility this week. How are we being responsible to like what we're building? How are we responsible to our career and work or our family? A lot of that is going on too, okay? With coins showing up. So let's get to the Seven of Wands because we've got Earth and Fire this week. Y'all got a mixed bag week, all right? But again, I don't think this is so bad. With the Seven of Wands here, Wands is fire. This is very spirit-led, spirit-fed to me, if you will. Fire asks us, what are we manifesting? And so there's a call here, again, to be present in this moment, to be conscious of the way that you're using and channeling, funneling your crazy, okay? Literally, with fire here, you're channeling your crazy into, important stuff. I think with sevens, too, there can be maybe, a lot of people see sevens as magic. I do, too. But I also think coming right after a 6, where there's stability, there's instability here again with the sevens, okay? So there's something here that I don't know why sevens always remind me of the Magician, but that's just my brain, even though he stands for the number 1, okay? But like when I see the number 7 here, it just reminds me of that card, the Magician, where it's asking us to manifest something here. I think use our gifts and abilities. We've learned something after a long time and there's an instability coming again, so that maybe we use something that we learned during the even-keeled, like chill out time, okay, of the even numbers or of the 6s, the reciprocal time here. So with the 7, it's kind of asking us to maybe look at our personal selves again, instead of like in union or reciprocating something here. How do I take care of myself personally? Which can sometimes be incredibly selfish and shitty. So you got to pay attention again. And with fire here, there's a tendency to put yourself first or to be selfish. All right. I said it. Listen, I'm an Aries. All right. With a Leo rising. Like, I got to make sure that I'm being conscious that I don't make everything about fucking me. That's really important. So just make sure, especially if you got card pile number 1, maybe you got a lot of important fire placements, double check yourself. All right. Just make sure you're not turning everything back on the story on you, or just making sure it's all about you. Because man, with the 7 of Wands, ooh, this is fighting, gossip, fuckery. I do like this card though, in that it reminds me of like, you threw me to the wolves and I came back the leader. You done fucked up, Ron. You done fucked up. All right. Nice. All right. So with the 7 of Wands here, this is like, it's almost kind of at like, who's fighting who? Who's going after who? Is somebody leading here, or are they going after that character? But again, you threw me to the wolves. I came back the leader. So maybe there's been a lot of gossip lately. Maybe you've been hearing people talking shit about you. Maybe it feels like there's been a lot of conflict. Okay. And with the 7 here, I'm going to be referencing 7 weeks, 7 days, 7 years, maybe the 7th of a month. With fire, this moves the quickest. I'm looking at days to weeks. Okay. But also I read these like the months. I'm going to reference back to the month of July. So was there something going on since July where we've been fighting and fucking around, finding out, like who's on our side and who's not? Let's get into it. All right. So if we were looking for a yes or no this week, I would say that if you're ready to accept your responsibility in some kind of fight here, or if you're ready to, maybe even better, are you ready to know what you're responsible for if something just keeps fighting you? What is my responsibility here? If I can't move forward, or there's difficulty here moving forward, or feeling like getting people on my side, I need to pull back for a second, look at my responsibility in all of this. Either did I start this? Was I a part of this? How can I pull back from this and maybe refocus on myself? Side note. Okay. Side note. So that would be a yes this week. No, if you don't want to look at your responsibility in it, if you don't want to see maybe how we've lent to this situation, maybe how we need to pull back and how we need to face what we need to do. All right. With that being said, around love and relationships, this is very interesting. I think just that, to be honest, for a lot of you guys this week, it feels as though we're pulling back from some of these important relationships. Maybe we've been in some kind of review stage here with the Knight of Coins. Also, too, if you notice the way that I pulled the cards, the Knight of Coins is looking right at the 7 of Wands. So again, I'm looking at the situation where there's been fighting and fuckery, where something's not making sense, I'm being held back, or I'm hearing gossip about myself, or there's some kind of ugliness here. I want you to know with this card, though, the whole point of it is self-empowerment. The whole point of the card. So it's like, no matter what we're going through here, how is this helping me to lean into myself, to trust myself, to believe myself, even if other people are telling stories? What is the real, do you know the story of your own fucking life? Or are you just giving into other people's versions? Because fuck that noise. Okay. Fuck that noise. I want to say here too, listen, that could be for love, friendship, family. I think our responsibility this week with card pile number 1, what is my responsibility? How did I have a hand in this situation? And how am I standing on my own in this? How am I believing myself maybe? Or how am I trusting in here, okay? In myself and the way that I fucking feel. For some of you guys, if this is specifically around a love relationship, maybe we're dating somebody here. Maybe if they're not technically younger than you, maybe it's maturity here with the Knight of Coins. Maybe their maturity is not on the same level. And so we're kind of looking at our responsibility within this relationship. Maybe we got into something here that we thought would be a good investment, even though we had weird feelings in our belly and we didn't fucking listen to it. Maybe we heard a bunch of gossip about somebody and we said, fuck it, we'll just give it a chance. Maybe you should have fucking listened. Some of you guys, you should have fucking listened. Who hasn't been through that, okay? So I don't want you to beat yourself up, but there's something here we need to take responsibility for. This is chaos and fuckery, and I need out of it. Hey, I gotta go, ho. Right? Is what some of this feels like this week. God damn. If this is family, this feels like maybe a bunch of people against one, or maybe also too, if we're looking at maybe for some of you guys this week in the family, maybe everybody's kind of ganging up against a younger male here. Maybe you see that this person's trying to help themselves. Maybe they're speaking the truth or they're calling something out. Maybe even this person talks shit, okay? But like, I think we need to look at the responsibility within this situation. Maybe also okay, I don't know if this is out of left bounds, but I just got this. Maybe for some of you guys, you've been thinking about a past situation, like maybe when somebody was younger or you were younger, and looking at the responsibility of the adults around you. Some of you guys this week need to remember what happened to you in childhood, and you need to be there for a young male or an important child here. Okay, for some of you guys around family, friendships, all that stuff here that needs support, that maybe people are ganging up on this kid or just feels like people are coming after them. Make sure that you're not the adult that hurt you when you were a kid. Jesus. That's just, ooh. So I just feel like for some of you guys this week, there's either a callback to our childhood, looking at the adults that were responsible and how they motherfucking failed you, okay? And there's a reoccurring issue within your current situation around either a child, a young male, there's somebody here, and we either need to protect this person or make sure that we don't repeat an issue that we had from our childhood. Make sure that we're conscious here so that this kid gets the support, the love, the show up that they deserve. Especially if the family ganged up on you or they were blaming you as a child. So just know here, especially if you were a kid, that was not your fucking fault and you should have been fucking protected. If there's a situation coming up this week, your responsibility is to protect that fucking child. Do you hear me, card pile number 1? If you guys have a situation where you just, this is going to make sense to I feel at least a handful of people. Your responsibility is to protect that fucking child. I'm begging you, okay? Because it's going to come back that this kid was right for some of you guys. So listen to this child and what the fuck they are saying. Please, you guys, all right? Woo. Especially if you had a similar situation whenever you were younger. Hot damn summer in the city. Woo. All right, for some of you guys around love and relationships. For some of you guys around love and relationships, somebody's coming back to tell you you were right. They know it's their responsibility to do that. I don't feel like this person is fully matured though. So if we're looking at an ex or somebody that we used to be involved with, even if this is an ex-friend, whatever, I need you to hear right now, this person coming back and giving you the apology. This is fucking beautiful. Thank you. This has been a while. We've been waiting for this. This is what I wanted to say. Some of the energy here. Okay. But I need you to hear that this person, even though they're the most responsible of all the knights, this is not a match to your king or to your queen. Do you hear me? You deserve a king or a queen to your king or queen, or they to your they. Okay, whatever the fuck you're into. Like, you deserve somebody on your fucking level, baby. Okay, so just know this person, I think, is going through it, and or they've been thinking about stuff for a long time now. Seven, maybe 7 plus. Well, maybe this could go back to the month of July. Maybe this could go back 7 years ago, possibly. With wands here, this is very quick. Okay, so I don't, this makes me feel like maybe three or less. Okay, so I'm just saying with the 7 of wands here, or again, maybe around the 7th of a month, somehow the number 7 factors into this shit. So just know here around love and relationships, I think the most important theme this week, what is my responsibility in this situation with everybody pitted, maybe against one person or against me? What is my responsibility in this? Even if that's just to walk away from some motherfuckers that don't see you, don't understand you, maybe not everybody's meant to. Not everybody's going to get it. Do you know how many of my family members won't have anything to do with me because of what I do, but also won't learn about what I do, won't sit down and have a conversation with me and understand where the fuck my heart is. That there's some people you will never, ever, ever be able to get through because they are hell-bent, and I do mean hell-bent, on misunderstanding you because it serves some purpose for them or it supports their fear that rules their fucking life. Do you see what I'm saying? So please don't give into what other people's visions are this week. Your responsibility is to yourself and to your fucking vision. Whatever the fuck that may be or whatever the fuck you need to speak about this week. All right? So trust that. All right. If we're looking around work and career. Oh, last thing. Well, I guess this could go in work and career. Okay, for some of you guys this week, we might have a younger male where we're just trying to find where the fuck he fits in. I'm wondering if this is more around education for some of them or what kind of job they want to go to. So for some of you guys this week, we might be dealing with a young male here, trying to find him the right place to go. Maybe getting him internships and just looking, it just feels like maybe he wants to head up something here that may be different from the family. But I feel like also too, we might want to support this kid, maybe even help pay for their school, help them find scholarships, something here. Okay. I feel like that weirdly in career and work for some of you guys. But again, this is going to lead to the work that they do in the world. So trust this kid and where the fuck they be pulled right now. Okay. Who cares what the fucking gossip? Who gives what anybody else has to say? What the fuck is important to this kid? And how can we support their education? Or how can we support them getting the job that best supports what the fuck they want to do? Okay. So school, I think, might be an important element here for a younger male or a younger person here within your sphere. Maybe even for some of you guys might be dealing with interns or younger people coming in. We might be getting them into a college program or more education, more training this week. Also, too, for some of you guys just need to stop fighting yourselves and fighting other people and listen to what other people have to say and start your fucking business, especially if there's a creative bent. Like, after everything, I don't know why I'm on this right now. After everything that's happened, you still want to work for other people? Has the universe not shown you over and over and over again that you're meant to be working for yourself? What the fuck are you doing? What are you so afraid of? That you're going to be successful? Or that you might fail? Honey, you gotta let your butthole eat your underwear. You can buy new undies. You can't buy this experience. So start this. Get the information that you need. There's going to be education here. For some of you guys, we got to go back to school. This might feel like an unsurmountable bullshit. And everybody's like, what are you doing? You're in your 40s, 50s, 60s. What the fuck are you doing? I'm doing what the fuck I feel is my responsibility to my fucking self. The end. Okay? For some of you guys this week, I feel like around career and work, oof. I think that this is just important to start investing in what's important here to us. It doesn't matter what other people think. You might be alone for a part of this journey, even if that's just in trusting yourself right now. But I need you to know that you're going to come back and be the leader here. It's going to be shown that you are fucking correct. Okay? Traditionally, the next card that comes after the 7 of Wands is the 8 of Wands. Okay? So that's lots of communication, lots of stuff coming in, lots of opportunities. Okay? So take this chance, trust yourself, and give it a try. I think for some of you guys too, we need to go for work for a place that's more stable. Some of you guys need more stability here. Some of you guys also would like to start working with animals. And I think that you need to invest in that. Okay? Start looking at schools, classes, trainings that you can go and do. Stop listening to what other people are saying about it. You've got to invest in yourself. Now, if we were looking at our health and healing, Why can I never do this in a timely fashion? Why? If we're looking at health and healing this week, I would say that this is, yeah, what's your responsibility here? I think for some of you guys, you're looking at all the years that some of you guys have smoked and you're like, this might be the last year. I really do. Look at that. Look at all those wands, all that fire. And that person's holding one up. They're like, well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I want to do this anymore. For some of you guys who might be quitting smoking, we're giving ourselves a year. I don't know why I'm saying that. Maybe we've wanted to do this since July. Okay. Maybe we've been on some of us a really serious health kick. Because wands and coins here, remember, coins like, oh, I forgot to say, with the earth element here, coins, this could be talking about a male here that is either maybe a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, maybe have those important placements, okay? Or maybe just heavy earth placements here. But like, this just makes me feel here, like health and healing, like we have to invest in it. We got to make sure that we're trusting ourselves. Maybe it's finally time that we put money into like both of these elements. What I'm saying is Virgo is very health conscious and all the fire signs need to exercise and get their crazy out. Okay. They need to sweat it out like straight up. Okay. So for some of you guys, health and healing, we're understanding our responsibility in our health. And we know that we've got to take it back. This is our responsibility. We have to do this. We have to invest in it. Some of you guys are going to be quit smoking. Some of you guys are getting I'm wondering if some of you guys are some of you guys might actually be getting a job in healthcare or like training people's bodies, physical health. Some of you guys are literally making that bag through healthcare. That's interesting. The point is though, what is my responsibility here around my health and how do I better invest in it? So it's time to finally start doing that. Okay. I think it's time, guys. Nobody's going to come along and save you. And a lot of people here might want you to stay in the space where you're at, but you need to move on. So whether that's quitting drinking, smoking, any kind of drugs, like whatever the fuck here, overeating, whatever the fuck this is for you guys. Like, I know the people around you might not fully support it at first, but when you start going, you're going to inspire other people. You need to start this now. It's not just about you, but in the best way possible. Okay? For some of you guys this week, we might, again, be defending health-wise for a kid, investing in their health, maybe showing up for them, advocating for them. Make sure that we're taking good care of them, okay? Anything else this week? I just want to say, oh, yes, message. Actually, sorry, guys, I'm running behind on time, so let me just get straight to it, guys. The point this week is... take responsibility here for our actions. It's important that we get out there and we take action on what's the fuck important to us, okay? So it's not just about knowing what our responsibility is, but it's also taking action and trusting yourself innately around where you're being drawn towards. Nobody else has to understand this, babe. This is either something you wanted for a long time, we've been invested in a long time, okay? And or if people are coming around here, people are delivering messages or they're bringing forward offers this week. Just make sure that you trust yourself. Okay? And just know that this might be coming back around to tell you that you were fucking right. I say revel in that shit, babe. Right? Nothing makes my nips harder than that shit. Fucking right. All right, I love you guys. Have a good week this week. And remember, you fucking got this. Oh my God, card ball number 2. Let's fucking talk about it. All right. You guys are having a peoply week too. Very peoply this week. Listen. First off, y'all got the King of Swords. Look at this fool. He's wise, though. You should probably listen to him. God damn it. And then you guys got the Page of Cups. Oh my God, how cute. This is good shit. All right, let's fucking talk. Look at this cutie patootie. That's a cutie card. All right. Listen, when you got a peoply week, babe, this is either the energy that's coming in and people be coming in, or this is the energy that you got to fucking take on. Sometimes it can even be both, okay? So just stay conscious. Especially when we got swords. Man, this is what we're thinking and speaking about. This is air element. I forgot in pile number 1 to say what the element was and who this would represent. So I'm going to make sure I do it here, okay? So with the King of Swords here, this air element, we're looking at our Libras, our Geminis, our Aquariuses. This person's probably going to have it in their top 3 placements, innermost planets, or maybe some heavy air placements within the chart. Maybe this just fucking sounds like them, okay? So with the King of Swords here, this is usually a gentleman our age or older. Usually I see this as an older figure coming on the scene to either help or to fuck shit up. Okay, he can be both, believe me. The king, I mean, shit, all right. I said those air signs. There's that. So with the King of Swords, he really just kind of asks us, what are we thinking and speaking about? Making sure that we're conscious with it so that we're either manifesting what we truly want or that we're gearing ourselves towards, again, what the fuck we want. I really think that swords ask us, what the fuck are we thinking and speaking about? Because this is going to help us to manifest with fire. Make sure your thoughts and your words are aligned with what you do want if we're manifesting. Now, for everything else in our life, make sure that you're focused on the whole shebang. Make sure that you're seeing your full fucking picture of yourself. There's a tendency here with air signs to not go, maybe there's a fear here to go emotionally deep. We want to keep it kind of surface level because it's easy, it's fun, let's laugh, let's giggle, let's make a jokey joke about it, okay? Listen, yes. All right. So I just think that sometimes the King of Swords just wants to get, he's very impartial. He's very truth driven. This man sees very clearly. He gives really good, wise counsel, but he can be kind of cranky. He can kind of be a little raggedy, okay, with some of the stuff that he says. He can be a little fucking rude, cutting and biting. He's not very emotional. He might need bar charts and graphs in order to understand something fully. He's very, very focused on the logic. Now, as a king here, this is somebody that can also use his emotion. His head and heart usually is working together, okay? But if we've got the negative aspect of this, it is not. And this guy can be a fucking tyrant. He can cut you down with his fucking words. It can leave you with a lasting mental scar. Okay, so I think here with the air element and this king, it's important this week. Either this is somebody coming on the scenes that maybe we're getting wise counsel from, we're asking them for help or support. Maybe we're just looking to them for thoughts or whatever the fuck here. Or this is more the energy we got to take on, asking us to look at something very fucking clearly. Maybe get good, wise counsel on something. Maybe even referring to an older gentleman here that we know, that we feel safe with. That is a good person here that would actually be able to support us, get us that information, be a connector here in some way, shape, or form. I also find too that this guy is very precision oriented as well. And again, listen, these are... Traditionally, a king is a dude. It doesn't have to. This sounds more like a female or somebody that doesn't identify as either, wherever they land on the spectrum. Okay. So just make sure that we're paying attention to this. What is this energy this week? And are we making sure that we're getting all the correct information? God bless. Okay. And it's precise. It's clear. It's right. It's true. Now, Page of Cups. Traditionally, the pages to me talk about younger. So I'm looking at more kids, like teenager to kids, okay? Pages here traditionally stand for females. Again, they do not have to. But this to me would be a younger female here, okay? So with the Page of Cups, this would be a younger female coming on the scene. She's sweet. She is a cutie patootie. Excuse me. Or whoever this is the fuck about. This person's very sweet. They're very gentle. They're very kind. They're very loving. They're very open-hearted. But if you fuck with them, they will drown you in their fucking tears. You need to hear this, okay? Baby, it's water element with cups. Hey, so I'm talking about my Cancers, my Scorpios, and my Pisces. They're going to drown you with their fucking tears. Watch out, man. Shit's deadly. So with the Page of Cups here, traditionally the pages bring messages. Okay, I find that the Knights usually bring an offer or message. Pages usually bring a message, sometimes an offer. But with the Page of Cups here, this is usually a surprise. This is usually talks about engagements. This talks about babies. This talks about, usually this is a surprise, come the fuck out of the blue of love. So this is something either we really wanted or that anchors us in our emotions, because that's what water talks about. So where are we emotionally so that we can intuitively receive our information in some way and we could trust that fucking feeling to move the fuck forward. God bless. Also, too, if you see with the Page of Cups here, there's a little message in a bottle. So again, there's some kind of message being delivered here this week, okay? Now, if this is more the energy we got to take on with the Page of Cups, I think it's asking you to just be open to the surprises of your life, to be open to being, maybe even starting a new affirmation here that the universe is conspiring to send me love. I fucking love that. And so if anybody's going to be doing anything again, coming up against me, it's only going to be in the name of love. Okay. So it doesn't even mean it's bad at all. All right. So there's just something here. There's some kind of message. Either that maybe we got to deliver to either, maybe this King of Swords this week, maybe he's delivering a message, or this might even be a whole nother player on the scene that comes forward. Okay. So, with that being said, if we were looking for a yes or no this week, to me, this would be a yes, especially if we're communicating anything or we're trying to gather information. This is a fucking yes, especially around anything that we love, anything that we fucking love. Okay? Fucking yes. This is also going to be a fantastic week because I don't have enough time to get to some of the messages from Spirit. If we've got a male in Spirit here, that we're missing, an important maybe father or father figure, just please note, look out for the signs and symbols from him this week. I think that he's sending you tons of fucking love, okay? With that being said, I think that this is the yes this week. Pay attention to the messages coming in. Pay attention to the messages that you're putting out. May they always be full. Maybe they always be full of love, and may they really be the truth said with love. Oof. Okay. This is a good week to use your head and heart in conjunction together. There's that. All right. If we're looking around love and relationships. Okay. So for some of you guys this week, maybe around love, we could have an older male here. Maybe he's been sitting and thinking about stuff. Swords moves second to fastest. So maybe this could be like weeks to months. Okay. He's been thinking about stuff, deliberating. Traditionally, I see the King of Swords as an older dude here. So this could be your age or older. Okay. We'll get to that in a second. Okay. So this is more about love. Maybe this figure has just kind of been thinking about things. Maybe this can even talk about a maturity for somebody here that has been thinking about things. Okay. With the Page of Cups here, usually the King of Swords delivers this wise counsel, this really interesting take on something maybe that's important to us. But with the Page of Cups, this message might come the fuck out of the blue. You know, and maybe this person might even text you with a message in a bottle there. Maybe text you, DM you, IM you, or wherever the fuck you're on. Okay. This doesn't necessarily feel like a phone call to me. This might be an email, text message, maybe even seeing you in person. I know that's so weird. I don't feel the telephone. I'm just saying. But I mean, really, who the fuck talks on the phone anymore? Unless you got to make an appointment for something. I think somebody here's been missing you big time with Cups. Okay. For some of you guys around love and relationships, specifically, this is around love. I think that somebody's been missing you big time. I think they want to send you a message. Maybe they've been overthinking it too. Maybe they've just been going too hard in their brain. Maybe this person here wants to send you a message. Well, then fucking do it. Little raggedy, fucking do it then. That's what the fuck I want to say. Okay. And I got Little Raggedy from, what the fuck is her name on TikTok? She's amazing. Faye, shit, I can't remember her name. I'll try to link it somewhere. Or if you guys are interested, let me know. She is so fucking funny. She's one of my favorite tarot readers on TikTok. Okay. And she likes to call, some of the dudes Little Raggedy. And I just thought it was fucking hilarious. So like, okay, Little Raggedy, get it together. If you're feeling it, just like, so somebody here might be scared to reach out. Okay. But they want to send you a message of love. Maybe they want to reconcile here with the Page of Cups. Maybe also too, this could be like the father of our child for some of you guys with the Page of Cups. Maybe somebody's been thinking about something. They're really trying to think about it clearly. Maybe also too, for some of you guys, we've been having to, some of you guys might have to take a father figure to court. Okay. Maybe with the swords here, we might have to take him to the court. We might have to take him to court. Listen, I feel like this person's going to fight, especially if you guys share a younger daughter here. Okay. Or if we're fighting over a young child. I feel like he's going to fight for this kid. So I just want to say to you, I do feel like there's going to be there might be some kind of fight on a dude's side here around a child, especially if we're doing anything legal this week, or we've got to take the father's child to court. Although I do feel like this would go positively. So either maybe we find an amicable, maybe he's okay with mediation. We can actually get into somebody that helps us here for the sake of the kid is what I want to say, right? Making this as chill as possible for the kid. All right. Maybe letting the child be the main focus here in a good, positive way, not who has control over, but how do we best support, protect, love this kid, even if like we can't be together. You know what I'm saying? So just, maybe sit down for some of you guys this week, try to, maybe even if you feel a need to send a message to him, if that resonates for some of you guys, maybe just say, hey, listen, I'm coming at this from taking care of our daughter. This might feel personal to you, but like, we got to take care of our kid. She's the point. He or she or they is the point. Okay. Not our bullshit and fucking fight. Like, what the fuck is, this should be for the kid. Let's make sure this kid's safe and good. How the fuck do we work together so we can best support this kid? Holy shit. Remember what the fuck this is all about, y'all. Not your ego. Is what I want to say for some of you guys, or to that partner we're fucking dealing with. Get your fucking ego out of this and make this about the kid again in the best way possible. For some of you guys this week around love and relationships. Oh. Whoo! For some of you guys this week, there might be an older man finding out he might have a kid somewhere. Holy fuck. We might get I got the goosebumps so goddamn bad. Some of you guys might be finding out this week there's a male here within the family or that's close to you. This might even be your partner, Jesus Christ, that has a kid somewhere else in the world. Jesus fucking Christ. We might get a message this week, maybe from that kid or maybe from a family member, especially if you've been doing some ancestry work, or maybe you're reaching out to somebody. This is really beautiful cards if we're looking for our bio parents, or bio parents are looking for the child they gave up for adoption. We might actually find somebody this week. We might find an important father figure. Or again, the important father figure might find their kid. The fuck? This is wild, y'all. This is really good, though. I feel like this is really good and happy and beautiful. This feels very fucking good to me, okay? Woo! That felt really fucking big. For some of you guys this week, with this card combo around love and relationships, I would say it's important. Maybe last thing I want to say, there's some kind of love we need to send to a father figure here. Maybe he might be having some cognitive issues. With swords here, it's going to talk about our head, our brain, and our throat, okay? So he might have issues in those two places, or his lungs. Because again, we're thinking and speech, okay? Even though I know third traditionally is more earth element and Taurus, I got y'all, okay? But I'm just saying this week, we might have issues in those places, or the father figure might have issues in those places, and we might be sending him a message of love. Maybe he's getting dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, ALS, MS. Something's going on in the fucking brain, okay? And so maybe we just want to send him some love this week. I think that's a beautiful thing to do. It doesn't have to have any strings attached. Just send a little text message, send a letter in the mail, send something, even if it's just a thought and a fart, okay? A prayer and a fart. Send that through the universe and send it to this man. I think he really needs it right now. I think he's been looking at his life, and I think he's been judging himself when usually he judges others harshly. Interesting. So just send him a little bit of love. It might actually reinforce what he's going through right now in a positive, beautiful way. Okay. Last thing I want to say around love and relationships, because I feel like these father figures are mad I didn't do the messages from spirit. There's somebody here that there's a father figure here talking about just wanting to thank some of you guys for naming the children after him, or there's namesake here. And so I feel like we might be getting a message this week, or maybe we're deciding, some of you guys are deciding to name a child, maybe even a girl here, possibly after a father figure. So I think that's beautiful. I think that's really sweet. So, and he really loves it. Actually, there's 5 guys here. So, they just want to say thank you. Thank you. Okay. There's a couple men here, saying thank you for the honor of my name being passed down. Thank you. Okay. All right. Around work and career, some of you guys might have the boss reach out to some of you guys this week and say, you got the fucking job, baby. Some of you guys might be getting promotions. Might come the fuck out of the blue. Some of you guys may have thought I wouldn't have gotten that promotion. That thing would have happened to me. But baby, you got chosen. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, babe. Okay. This is gorgeous. And so, but I think weirdly enough, you guys might get an email or a text message. Again, I don't think there's going to be a phone call. That's so strange to me. Okay. But especially with work and career, but we might get the email, or the email might come in today. The text might come in today. Okay. Or maybe sometime this week. This is just gorgeous. For some of you guys around work and career, we're kind of really deciding right now. We've been in a serious moment of trying to be honest and truthful around ourselves. What the fuck we want to do. There's something important here, guys. And I think for a lot of you guys this week around work and career, this would be an excellent week if you want to go into publishing. If you're an author, if you need to write something down, if there's something you need to speak or orate around, media, publishing, speaking, orating. Here's your sign to do it. Radio broadcaster. Do it you gotta fucking do that. There's messages here that need to be delivered. Okay? This is important. Mail courier. Okay? Some of you guys, interesting, some of you guys might actually think about delivering children. Maybe for some of you guys, a father figure did that or wanted to do that. Or maybe we had an important male figure here within the medical community and we want to take that over. We want to go into that. Maybe some of you guys were thinking about becoming a gynecologist, working with women and women issues. This is gorgeous. Some of you guys might actually think about becoming a therapist, but working with younger children. That's going to make me really emotional. That's good shit, y'all. That is, ooh, for some of you guys want to do that around kids this week, thank you. From little me, thank you, okay? Because let me tell you what, guys, I met some social workers and therapists out there that said some really fucking heinous shit to me. One of them actually told me, and guess I was 15 fucking years old, told me that if I didn't lose the weight, I would never be loved. Well, I'll tell that to my 26,500 followers, tell that to my husband, tell that to my son. Do you know what I'm saying? So, ooh, that shit fucked with me so hard for most of my life though, right? And I already had like food issues. Who doesn't as an elder millennial? Do you know what I'm saying? Or any, if you were in the millennial phase. So just saying for some of you guys, that's beautiful. Thank you for doing this work. And thank you for going out there and trying to help these kids. Like it's so fucking needed. It's not even fucking funny. Just thank you. Whew. For some of you guys this week around work and career, yes, I think it's time to decide what the fuck we want to do. It's time to be honest with ourselves. And if we didn't have to worry about time, energy, farts, stupidity, what the fuck would we be fucking doing? It might actually surprise you. Okay, sit down and ask yourself. Now, if we were looking around health and healing, again, I want to bring up that father figure again. Some of you guys might have to focus on a father figure this week. Again, we might have some mental health issues. Something mental health wise might be going on and it's too much for us to fucking carry by ourselves. So know what the fuck your capabilities are and get the help in here to support him. Be honest, be realistic, be loving, maybe even honoring here somebody's, okay, there comes the males again. Honoring somebody's here's wishes around the way that they want to pass or they want to die or the way that they want to handle that whole fucking process. Okay. So just do it with love. Okay. To the best of your ability. All right. For some of you guys, we need father healing. Father and father healing might be coming up for some of you guys this, and maybe from when we were a little kid. Maybe we need to send love back to our little self. Maybe there's something here after everything we learned around father and our childhood and the healing that we need to go through. I now know who the fuck I need to be for myself. Okay. So some kind of beautiful message here comes through. Maybe also, too, being able to see the little child and father, not making it right, not making it okay, but being able to see the little child and father and maybe how father didn't get what they needed, sending love to little child, dad, or father. Do you know what I'm saying? Whew. Some of you guys might find a message from an important father figure in spirit. Y'all are killing me. Like... Some of you guys pay attention this week, okay? This might actually be really good for your heart and your healing and your mental health. We might find a message or we might get a message or handwriting from an important father figure in spirit. So pay attention, some kind of writing, handwriting, something from them, their words comes through this week. Pay attention, okay? Maybe even music with the cups here, maybe even music coming through, connected with them. Pay attention. There's a message in the music. Whew. Okay, last thing I want to say about health and healing. This is an excellent indicator that if some of you guys wanted to do IVF to get pregnant, fuck yes. If you guys were ready to get pregnant, fuck yes. Page of Cups is a surprise child. Okay, shut down shop if you're not ready for it. Maybe some of you guys this week are thinking about shutting down shop and getting snipped. Or, you know what I mean? Like removing what the fuck you got to remove. Just know that I feel like there might be a surgery involved in this, but it'll be good and it's the right thing to do. Okay, so some of you guys are feeling to shut that shit down. Do it. Very much supported for others that are trying to get pregnant. Let's talk to a doctor, look at IVF possibly here, and or you guys should be getting pregnant here soon. Okay, I actually want to call by the wintertime. All right. Anything else this week? Fucking love yourself, babe. Especially if dad didn't, or you didn't feel like you got that from dad. Make sure that we're healing those father wounds, my loves. Love on yourself the way that you needed when you were a kid, because you need it right now, all right? Just know that you're worthy of love. And watch out for the signs, the messages, the love coming through to you this week. Just know that you're worthy of love, my darlings, okay? So just don't be afraid to sit down and ask for help from spirit maybe this week too. Be honest with yourself, find a good therapist if we need it. Deal with those father healing wounds so that you can love yourself fully and properly and be present for all of it. You deserve it, okay? Just whatever you do, be honest, fair, balanced with yourself and love on yourself this week, okay? I love you. You got this. Hi, card pile number 3. Hi, my loves. Hi, my loves. You guys got some interesting cards this week. Let's fucking talk about it. You guys got the 7 of Cups. Very cool. And then you guys also got the 9 of Coins. Even fucking better. Okay, 7 of Cups is kind of stupid. We'll get into it. All right. Woo! Actually, I want to say congratulations, card pile number 3, because this has really got a feeling that you were confused for a minute, but we know what the fuck we're doing now. Woo, I like that energy. So listen, whenever the 7 of Cups comes up, whenever Cups come up, it's going to talk about our emotions. Where the fuck are we emotionally? And so are we present in this moment? Are we really fucking present emotionally so that we can either take part in this joy that's coming forward or deal with the sadness or the whatever the fuck is going on? Okay. So Cups really asks us to be present emotionally so that we can best understand what's going on and intuit our next fucking move. Learn to trust ourselves. God damn. Thank you. Also, it's going to be a mirror. It's going to reflect back to us, like the world around us, right? So with the 7 here, I'm looking at 7 weeks, 7 days, 7 years. Cups move second to slowest. So I'm looking at weeks to months, okay? And or there might be a call back to the month of July. Maybe July was whenever we felt confused and overwhelmed and didn't know what the fuck to choose. Okay? Because look at that. There's a lot of options. But baby, there's a severed head in one. There's fire, which we like fire, right? But like, ooh, is it a good fire or bad fire? We don't fucking know. What the fuck is that? I mean, there's a lot of choices and we don't know. Actually, that's gold. No, those were books. That was good. Okay. So it's got all the elements and then a severed head. Really, essentially. So not all that we're choosing, not all that glitters is gold, and not all the options here like make sense, are good for us. Like we feel overwhelmed, overburdened. Just maybe also feels like we're overstimulated. There's just too much going on and it's hard to focus and sit down and get clear. This can also talk about daydreaming and daydreaming kind of guiding us through this fogginess. This card very much reminds me of Neptune, just where like this fog rolls in and it's really hard to know where the fuck you're going. But if you have good ears and good intuition, you'll be able to fucking move through it, you know? And so I think with the 7 of Cups here, it's just kind of asking us, you know, are we trusting ourselves through a period where it feels like, you know, we feel completely bewildered around where to go, what to do next. And it all feels so overwhelming and I just don't know how to handle this. And remember, I don't know if you guys watched the other, you know, card piles or if they made sense for you, but with the 7s here, I talked about, I think in the first card pile, with the 7s here, it's like there was a rebalancing in the 6. And so the 7 gets us out of that balance between us and another. There's a call here in the 7s to go back to the self. And it always, for whatever reason, the 7 reminds me of the Magician. Just like, what are we manifesting? Like, what are we creating here? Are we being real about who we are? Or do we still have a mask on? Do you know what I mean? And so like, I think there's a reminder here because 7 reminds me of magic. It is magic. But like, what kind of magic? Is it bullshit or is it real? So I think that, and it's hard to tell with this fucking card. So I think that it's asking us, we have to lean back in on ourselves. We can't lean on another. We can't lean on the outside world. We've got to listen because the outside world's what the fuck is confusing us. Okay. So this is about leaning back into self, knowing what self wants or what self needs and letting our intuition guide us here around maybe what's most important. But we have to know what the fuck that importance is. And the way that we do is tuning into ourselves emotionally. I know, boo hiss, I don't want to either, but we got to, babe. Especially if you want control back of your life, or would you rather continue blaming everybody else for your bullshit? Because at this point, it's on you, darling. Okay? Don't like that either. I really fucking don't. Okay? But at some point, like, this turns into your responsibility. Your trauma is not your fault, but your healing is very much your responsibility. It is. It's a bullshit exchange. Yes, I agree. But it is what it is. So I'd rather step into that power and take it back for myself than keep giving it away and blaming other people. You know, it's not to say that I don't. I'm still human, all right? I'm not running for Jesus. I'm just saying, to the best of my ability, there's no point because it's like the only person I can control is myself. Can't control another person. So with the 7 of Cups here, it's just saying, get refocused back into self. How do we manifest what we want while trusting our intuition? And are we being real with ourselves or are we wearing a fucking mask? Woo, 7 of Cups. Also, again, listening to our daydreams, actual dreams. There might be something coming. Pay attention to your dreams right now because some kind of intuitive ping, some kind of step forward, some kind of help is coming through. All right, listen. And then 9 of Coins. I love this fucking card. I love 9 of Coins. I do want to say with the 9 of Coins here, this is the Gilded Lady. All right, she's got everything she needs because she fucking built it, babe. All right, this is a boss. This is a fucking boss. I just live with the 9 of Coins. Like, this has taken a while. So coins move the slowest. So I'm looking at months to years, and this could be maybe 9 weeks, 9 years, 9 farts, right? months to years. And I also want to reference maybe back here to the month of September. And so I just feel like here with the Nine of Coins, it really just kind of, this is a card of congratulations. You've made it. This is reward, recognition. This is financial independence. Yes, you fucking heard me. This is that white picket fence. This is getting it all because we made it fucking happen. We had the patience. We had the perseverance with coins here. Maybe even stubbornness. Okay? To keep going despite what anybody else had to fucking say about it. And so we trusted ourselves here. So are you guys picking up a theme? Nine of Coins is beautiful. So for a lot of you guys, whenever the Nine of Coins comes up, this talks about promotions. This talks about recognition. This could be as little as being, written up in the daily newsletter at your work, or as big as being on your local TV, or, you know what I mean? Or like, all of a sudden you got something that goes viral on TikTok. Do you know what I mean? The whole fucking world sees you. So with it, I think with the mundane cards, this feels more local, more close, more within the state. Okay. Do you know what I'm saying? Depending on where you live. So if it was a major arcana card, I'd be like, oh shit, baby, get ready for world domination. Okay. But this is a step towards it. So if that is a goal of yours, world domination, cheers. Just please keep going. Your patience, your steadfastness, your perseverance, and your stubbornness is what is going to get you the fuck through. Also, too, you don't give up. Maybe even if you should. All right? But again, you built this. It's not saying you didn't have help. We very much had help. We needed the resources. We needed the people, places, and spaces. But at a 9, we're closing a chapter here. And there's a new beginning about to happen. And so we're getting those rewards, recognitions, maybe even pointing us that we're in the right spaces, doing the right things at the right time. God bless. All right. So if we're looking for a yes or no this week, I would say that this is a yes, as long as you are good at trusting yourself. You know what the fuck your goal is, and you're not going to let some confusion stop you. Another yes around trusting your dreams, around what your goals are. Maybe a new dream is coming up here and you feel completely overwhelmed by it. I just want to say, chill the fuck out. We don't have to look at the full picture yet. Know what that goal is and start day by day working towards it. Okay. I would say that this is a no this week if you're not ready to go to the next chapter. If you want to be stuck in the ambiguity, maybe you're afraid to take a step, or you haven't really been building on something important here, even if this is just your self-care. Because notice she's holding a bouquet of sunflowers, which also talks about spirituality. Okay, so even if this isn't at career and work, maybe this is our personal goals that we're going through. Maybe this is our personal spiritual transformation that's happening here. Okay, all right. So if we're looking around love and relationships, this is interesting this week. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. For some of you guys, you're wondering, do I really fucking need a partner? It's just, okay. So I just feel like for some of you guys, do I really fucking need a partner? Especially if you're a female here, you identify as female. You notice that you're taking care of your bills. You handle all your shit. Like, even if you have kids, you fucking take care of everything. Is welcoming this relationship in going to fuck my shit up, fuck my peace up? Or is this actually going to be supportive and good? And so this feels very overwhelming, very scary, because I need safety and security. And this thing coming in feels ethereal. It's not tangible. It's cups. So it's scary as shit. Okay. What I would say to you guys, if you're feeling that this week, is motherfucking trust yourself. What does your intuition say to you? And yes, you need to look at this. Is this person just going to fuck your shit up? Are they really present? Are they a part of what the fuck you're doing? Would they be here to help support you and see what you're building too? Okay. Okay. For some of you guys around love and relationships, there's a mother figure here, an important female within the family that's looking to see where the house goes to for some of you guys and some of the inheritance stuff. Yeah. Some of that feels a little funky to me. Okay. But I do feel like I do feel like you should be getting your inheritance for some of you guys here. Okay. That might be split up between more people. It might be split up between 7 to 9 people. Again, there might be a house, land here that's a part of it, maybe money, maybe literally the cemetery with a severed head in that fucking thing. There might actually, there's definitely land, there's money. Well, definitely pass down anger issues and emotional issues too, and communication issues. Sorry. There might even be some books coming to you as well. So that's interesting. There might be some information coming or actual books. Okay. This is very interesting, for some of you guys. It just makes sense for one of you guys to be the head of all of this, though. And or if you guys are the head of the will, you know, and you're trying to dole stuff out, just do your best here. Try to honor what your person told you to do. They chose you for a reason. Okay? Okay. Are there anything else around love and relationships? This is interesting for family this week. For some of you guys, you might be questioning, who is my family? Maybe we were secure on that before, but it doesn't feel secure anymore. We went from, well, for some of you guys, we may have had 2 additions. Maybe there might be 2 new people in the family right now. Maybe this could be through marriage, through births. Something's going on. We might be celebrating that. For some of you, though, we may have lost 2 people, okay? Either through fighting and fuckery or maybe through actual possible death. And so we might be feeling just totally bewildered this week. What do we do? What does this mean? I feel unmoored from family and connection. And so just know with these holidays coming up, treat yourself right, okay? Be around the people, places, and spaces that feel like home. From somebody that can't go home for the holidays. In that sense. With my actual family, and there is so much pain around that, can you fucking feel it? That will probably be until the day that I die. Do you know what I mean? So, find who your family is now. Because I promise you that they are fucking there. Even if it's friends, even if it's extended family, I promise you, you still have people, places, and spaces that consider you family. Go towards them. Stop going towards that closed door. You hear me? Don't assist yourself in hurting yourself through them. Okay? Okay. Anything else around love and relationships? If this is around love and this is a relationship, for some of you guys, 2 things. I would say some of you guys might be celebrating like maybe 9 years together, being together for 9 years. Maybe the 7-year mark was like, what are we doing? Or maybe at this point, even though we've hit 9 years or plus more, we might be in a period of what are we doing here? What's going on? Where's this going? I would say to you guys, if that's the question within your relationship, marriage, whatever, what are your goals? It can't just be your goal or their goal. What are your combined goals? What do you guys want to do together? What is your goal together? This will bring you guys back together. Do you hear me? Okay. Get out of the confusion. Talk about what those goals are and start working towards them. This will bring you guys back together. I forgot what the other thing I was going to say. It'll probably pop back up. So don't worry. You guys know it pops back up. So don't worry. Anything else around love and relationships? Okay, this was the other thing. Some of you guys need safety and security and you're ready to settle down and your partner does not know what the fuck they want. You need to fucking know that. Do not move forward with this relationship if you guys are not on the same fucking level. If you guys do not want the same things, do not fucking move a step forward because you will be assisting them and hurting you. Do you fucking hear me? Get clarity here around the goals as the couple. What the fuck are we doing here? For some of you guys, especially if it's been 9+ years. Either that or there might be a call back to July or September, okay? So again, what the fuck are we doing here? We're not on the same page. This person is just too much. They're overwhelmed. They don't know. They cannot. That's not a commitment card. And this is nothing but commitment. So again, make sure we're on the same team. Maybe this person needs freedom and you need security. How do we find that middle ground? This is workable. Okay. If we're looking around work and career, interesting. Some of you guys may have reached an important milestone here within your work or career. Maybe you've been doing this 9+ years and now you're confused. You don't know which avenue to take. I need you guys to hear this as literally somebody that's going through this right now. Here's what I've been doing. I've been giving it to spirit because me thinking about it, I'm just overthinking it and it's fucking with me mentally. Literally give it to spirit. Maybe there's somebody here in spirit that was really good at their career. They wanted to know where they go. Maybe you just fucking love, the Golden Girls, okay? Maybe Betty White is like one of your favorite humans on earth, okay? And you want to be an actress or you want to do big work or you're ready to be seen and heard in the work that you're doing. Why not call on her? Why not ask her for help and assistance? She was a fucking genius in business. If you look at her history, She is a fucking genius. And I think she's a Capricorn. Call on her, okay? Is all I'm saying. Or whoever the fuck you want to in spirit. Call on spirit here to guide you, to help you, to show you the way. Especially if you feel fucking confused. Show me where the next step to take because I don't know where to go. And literally hand it over to them. Don't hold on to the reins and pretend, say you gave it to them. Give them the fucking reins. Redirect your energy maybe into home or something that's important at home right now, okay? And then let spirit guide you. For some of you guys, we're thinking about, man, you guys have been thinking of, you've just been dreaming about starting your own business, but maybe in September we decided to get real about it. If that's for real, congratulations, you guys, for starting to build your own business. You will be fucking successful. Congratulations. You will, your success is inevitable. It's just a matter of the path that you take. For real. Okay? Proud of some of you guys for getting out of confusion and knowing what the fuck your goals are now. I'm sorry to some of you guys that are in that confusion state now. Let spirit guide you. And or ask to have a dream or pay attention to your daydreams as well. Something's going to come through here in the dreamscape or through spirit. Maybe even through music. Pay attention. For some of you guys, yeah, we've reached an important plateau within the work that we're doing, but we don't know where to go next. We don't know. And again, there's a call back to the month of July and September. I would really, again, just say, let spirit guide you here. Maybe even going back to your childhood. What the fuck did you want to be when you were a kid? Are you doing that now? Some variation? If that's a yes, keep going. If not, go back to the drawing board. Know who the fuck you are so that you know what fucking direction you're going in. Okay? Last thing I want to say about work and career is that for some of you guys, maybe some of you guys are following in the footsteps of an important female here. She was building something and maybe didn't get a chance to finish it. This could like literally be homes. This could be land. This could be a business that she was trying to build or a family. And we're coming in to complete something in her name. Or this is so wild. But we're not sure what avenue maybe to take with it. Or maybe we've been confused for a little bit. Call on her. I literally just said, call on her, right? Hey, shit. Let her show you that next step, especially if this feels important or you got to finish a cycle. Fucking right. Listen to your dream. She's definitely popping through there. Ooh. If I were, okay, health and healing. Some of you guys, you thought you were stable and there's a question mark now. Maybe some of you guys are waiting for a biopsy, waiting for a test. Please don't let your brain get out of hand. I really feel like everything's going to be okay. Okay. So whatever this is, I know you already had felt settled and it felt like everything was okay, but like, I just want you to know everything's going to be okay. Chill and listen to yourself. Okay. For some of you guys, you need to go get your skin checked now. Now, go get your fucking skin checked. I really fucking mean that. And I'm looking from the chest on down. Chest on down. You need to get the full body scan. Don't look at me like that. Go get it fucking done. The last thing you fucking want is cancer, skin cancer that could have been avoided. Like, come on, man. Go take care of yourself. For some of you guys here, you might have some serious allergies. Some of you guys might have to go get that test done to see what your fucking allergies are. There might be seven question marks around, or we might be allergic up to 7 things. Jesus fucking Christ. Go get that allergy test done. It's going to show results and you're finally going to have some answers. I really fucking mean that. Okay. No more confusion about what the fuck is going on. Actually, I feel like for a lot of you guys around health and healing, you guys get some answers this week that help you kind of make some better decisions. No more confusion. Okay. This does have a flavor of dealing with our grief too. Okay. So make sure that we're dealing with our grief, especially around any females here that have passed away that we're missing really hard. Okay. I want to say too, around health and healing, for some of you guys, you need to use all the elements. I feel like it's more magical witchy, but I feel like some of you guys are only using cool or like earthbound stuff. And like, we need more. This has got a feng shui energy healing to me feel. Okay. So I feel like some of you guys are just maybe thinking about like fire usui, Reiki. Maybe go in there and get like the purple dragon heart, whatever the fuck. Do you know what I'm saying? There's like multiple different levels. So go in there and make sure we're well-rounded within the elements. Maybe we've been so stuck in earth element. I I really feel like earth element's been the heaviest one. So we need to lighten this up with some fire, some earth. I'm sorry, water, some air. Yeah, water, air. So we can get some growth again. Maybe you got to be more well-rounded. And so how do we take, maybe this is even healing ourselves in a holistic sense, maybe this week, is that it's not just our emotions, it's our physical, it's our mental, it's our spiritual. You got to take care of all of it, honey. All of it. This is excellent too if we wanted to lose weight and or we lost a bunch of weight and we need like to pull everything tighter, pull everything up, like rework the front of our bodies. This is actually beautiful. Also too, some people here looking at gastric bypass. Just be careful with that, okay, please? Okay. Know what the fuck you're getting into, okay, with that. I'm just proud of you guys this week. Do what the fuck is best for you. Know that, like, when in doubt, call on spirit to guide you here. And I just want to say congratulations to you guys celebrating 9+ years, you know, in any kind of shape or way. Congratulations to those guys closing out a chapter, celebrating, getting rewards, recognition for what the fuck, who you are and what the fuck you've been doing. This has been a long time coming. Congratulations. And may most of you guys, especially if you're feeling confused this week, may you re-zone in back in on what the fuck your goals are. And may you have the titties to fucking follow that shit. All right. I love you guys. I hope you're having a beautiful fucking week. I will talk with you guys soon. Let me know if you need anything and I'll see you guys out there. Bye.